Welcome, everyone. This is our 84th graduating class of Ingalls Hospital in the South Cook County EMS Paramedic Training Program. We're so glad to be here and in person. It's been a difficult year. We especially want to thank the college for allowing us to use their Performing Arts Center this evening. Ingalls Hospital has been training paramedics here in the South Suburbs since 1973. It began with the vision of Dr. Paredes, who wanted to begin a program where paramedics could treat patients before they arrived at the hospital. He hoped for a system to save lives. Today, we have met his vision and have surpassed it in many ways. We are proud of our accomplishments, and the proof is here today, our graduates. They have endured a long year of study. We want to thank the chiefs and owners, EMS personnel, and the many preceptors at the hospital who helped get them here. We want to give a special thank you to the many paramedics who help us with both lectures and practical skills throughout the year. And especially we want to thank Rich Wood and Doug Maynard who are with us this evening. Thank you. We also want to thank South Suburban College for partnering with us in achieving quality paramedic education and helping us with the ceremony. And a big thank you to all our friends and family who are here, who've been very supportive to these graduates as they strive to meet their goals. My name is Kimberly Stotts, and I'm the manager of the EMS program. I'd like to also introduce to you other members of our staff. We have Dawn McDermott, who is our assistant in the office. We have Dr. Heilichser, who is our EMS medical director. And last but not least, Mary Ann Knapp, who is the coordinator of this particular class. Dr. Heilichser graduated from the Des Moines University College of Osteopathic Medicine. He completed a fellowship in clinical medical ethics at the McLean Center for Clinical Medical Ethics at the University of Chicago Medicine. He's a familiar face at Ingalls for several decades. Dr. Heilichser practices emergency medicine at the hospital and at the Flossmoor Urgent Care. Bernie is the director of the Medical Ethics Program at Ingalls and chairperson of the Hospital Ethics Committee. He's Deputy Medical Director and Deputy Commander of the Illinois Medical Emergency Response Team. He's the lead physician and the medical manager of the Illinois Task Force 1 Urban Search and Rescue Team. He is a renowned expert on medical relief work. Dr. Heilichser has volunteered for numerous natural disasters, including Hurricane Katrina and the earthquake in Haiti. He has been fortunate to publish and to lecture nationally on emergency medicine, EMS, and medical ethics. We are proud to say that he has been our EMS medical director for over 35 years. And now, Dr. Heilichser.
Hi, I asked you not to say all that stuff. It makes me feel old. Thank you. And well, thank you guys for all being here. Thank you to Mary Ann, Dawn, Kim, the college, all the folks who help us with teaching. It doesn't happen without everybody, so we thank you very, very much. This is special because you guys have gone through the program at an extremely difficult time in the world, and you're successful, you're here. So we'll say a couple of things. We're welcoming the graduating class, their family, their friends, and we're really delighted that you're all here to help celebrate these fine people. Now, I realize, I say this at every graduation speech, that no one really pays attention to a commencement address, let alone whoever said it. You just want to get out of here, you want to celebrate, but hopefully maybe a couple of things I say will sort of linger in your minds and help you along the way. So congratulations, guys. You've made it. You have successfully completed a very difficult and rigorous pre-hospital care program. We're very proud of you for your accomplishment, and you've worked very hard to get to this. And as we said, we're very, very appreciative for your family and friends because they helped you, they guided you, and they survived in spite of you. So I would give them a round of applause too. Okay, so you guys did it. You're here. You're here tonight, and that part of the goal, you've accomplished part of the goal, and we're very proud of you that you've gotten here. Now what? What's going to happen? You got to this point in your lives, and it's most commendable. But now that you know so much, and you have such great knowledge and skills, what are you going to do with it? Tonight we celebrate. But tomorrow, you're going to start taking care of patients, real human beings. And the learning process never stops. You got to this point by studying really hard and passing some very difficult exams and practicals, but it all starts tomorrow for real. Now, many of you've got experience with patients, but now the big time starts. And what are you going to do with your knowledge? It's a pretty big responsibility for you guys. So if you think the learning ends tonight, I hope you realize that it doesn't. It just starts tomorrow. And I hope you realize it never ends. And we'll talk about that a little bit. So we said it begins tomorrow, and hopefully it will not end, and that you will always be striving to learn more. So what's your responsibility? It means you're always going to be reviewing what you have done. If you don't know something, look it up. And don't look it up tomorrow, look it up now, look it up tonight. Because medicine is learned by experience and by repetition. I'm sure you all realize you studied for an exam, great. You studied all the stuff, and 2 days later you forgot all the stuff. But you repeat it again and again and again and again, and that's how you learn. And that's how you truly learn medicine. Never stop studying. Always be aware always of new literature and concepts. Be critical of what is presented. We talked to you about that during the course. It's okay to follow those who are intelligent and those who are caring and those who are well-meaning. And challenge people, though, that make sure they show you that they know what they're talking about. But do not follow those who have an agenda. I promised my wife I won't get political, which is very difficult. And Kim just took a sigh of relief. But only follow those who care. Do not follow ignorance. Do not follow morons who you see as commentators on television who are saying all kind of crap that is killing people. Okay? Follow what you know to be right and challenge it, but follow what is right. Don't be someone who just follows something because it's out there. Do whatever is in your patient's best interest, because invariably it's going to be in your best interest and that of your families also. So we said if you don't know something, look it up. And as we said, do it now. Kind of going off script a little bit, but that's okay. Do not become complacent. When you think you know it all, that's when you must really study more. Now, we know that many EMS calls, I'll admit it, many EMS calls are boring and it's the same old thing and really there's no acuity to it. But just remember, You are a professional. And every single call you will approach as a professional. You may be on a professional athlete. That's why they're professional. If they on a crappy team, okay? Somebody plays shortstop for the Cubs, okay? Every game they approach as a professional. Every call you approach as a professional. It's what is expected of you. And if you want to consider yourself a professional, that's what you're going to do. Because when you start taking things for granted, it's going to bite you in the ass. Okay? Don't allow that to happen. Don't be lazy. We tend to look for the easiest way to do things, opposed to the best and perhaps the right way to accomplish something. If I can get by, okay, that's cool. That's enough. Why go to another lecture or read a book or an article just because it might give me a little more knowledge? I mean, maybe I've completed my requirements for relicensure and, I'm good for a couple of years now. No, study now. Get better as you go along. There will always be new information out there to learn, and be on top of it. You be the one to do it. That's what your patients will expect, and that's what you should expect of yourselves. And certainly think of it, how would you teach your children? Would you teach them to be complacent, or would you teach them to care? Okay? Respect your profession. Being a paramedic is not a hobby or a job. It's a calling and it's a privilege. You're going to see things and hear things that very few people will ever experience. There'll be no greater trust than that with which you'll have with your patients. Treat every human being with respect. They may not be nice. They may not be polite. We know that. But you're still going to always be respectful and professional. You're not taking them home for dinner. You're there because you're trusted to take care of them in their moment of need. We may not think it's need, but to them it is. Okay? So never, never allow that to go away. Treat every patient, obviously, the way you would want your loved ones to be treated. Respect their confidentiality, treat their needs, and be compassionate at all times. And just remember, the next patient could be your loved one. Do not accept mediocrity. Often as a society, we accept what is not the best. We see that every day. We should strive to be the best that we can ever be and demand that from others. Demand excellence from government on all levels. Okay? Demand that from your coworkers. Demand that from the people who you're working for at all times. Be aware of issues and truths, not cliches or perpetuated fears. Politicians will say things, and unfortunately, because of politicians and commentators, tens of thousands of people have died during the pandemic, and I attribute it to them, where science has saved millions. You are now scientists. Save millions by truth, not by hate, and not by ignorance. You will be trusted to do that. Demand accountability from yourself and from others. Speak out for improvement when needed, but also support that which is correct, because if you don't, we will lose it. If you call 911, you expect EMS, fire, police to respond. That's a right that we have. Healthcare is a right. When your child is ready for school, we expect her to get and him to get a good education. We expect that. When we're sick or injured, we should expect good health care. That is a right. It is not a privilege for those who can most afford it. It's for everyone, including those who cannot afford it. Everybody is entitled to it. Do not ever dehumanize yourself by believing one life is greater and has more importance than another. A couple of little quotes. Sir William Osler is one of the great philosophers of medicine, and I would recommend if you ever can read his stuff, it's pretty cool. We're here not to get all we can out of life about us, but to see how much we can add to it. It's been said the purpose of life is to matter, to count, to stand for something, to have it make some difference that we lived at all. It's something to strive for. And the one that is my favorite, and as Kim mentioned, I've been to some places that have been pretty rough, and you need things to guide you. And I would recommend it that you think about it when things are rough, especially the way the world is now. To the world, you may be one person, but to one person, you may be the world. I'm going to digress for just a moment. We live in a very crazy world. Just think your next call could be for 14 children shot at an elementary school. Right? Did that enter your mind? You are in charge. You have the knowledge. You have the respect to change the world. 14 kids shouldn't get killed in an elementary school and their teacher. Do something about it. Go do it, and good luck.
And now we're going to present the certificates.
All right. Okay. All right. Matthew Blackmore. Quinn Burke. Patrick Cavaretta. Charles Kahn. Jacob Elliott. Can't tell. Ryan Elliott. Luke Esparza. Garrett Foch. Amber Frederickson. Kyle Glotz. Amber Jackson. Christopher Kroll. Jonathan Lacar. Okay. Kyle Murata. Kyle McGannon. Brian Newell. Joseph Owen. Sam Pentek.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Anthony Porter's not here tonight. He's serving our country in Poland. So. Jason Rooney. David Shaw. Tirsa Sherrill. Jared Weston. Malik Williams. Lauren Wendell.
Okay, how about a nice round of applause for our graduates? Since we started our program, we gave awards out to the students who have graduated with honors. So we look at both the grade point average and their overall success in the program. And we have what we call a silver award and our gold award. So I'm going to have Mary Ann help me with that. So our silver award winner is
Charles Kahn.
Charles Kahn. And our gold award for the high honor is
Lauren Wendell.
Lauren Wendell. We also historically have a class speaker. This particular class has two of them. So our first speaker is going to be David Shaw, and I asked David to come up.
Good evening, everyone. My name is David Shaw. I am a part-time firefighter at the Roberts Park Fire Protection District. We cover parts of Justice and Hickory Hills. My North Palos guys, howdy. As per usual, I have nothing prepared for tonight, so I'm just going to keep this short and sweet to the point. Mary Ann, Kim, Dr. Heitzler, and Dawn, I can't thank you guys enough for the countless hours and taking in paperwork that's 10 days late. Thank you guys. And to these guys, we did it. Oh my gosh. Back when this program first started, they told us from the get-go, this was going to be the hardest thing that we've probably ever done. And not going to lie, you got us on that one. Between going in the field, doing ride time, going to the hospitals, fast tracks, urgent cares, doing all that stuff. It did take up a very good amount of my time and my fellow classmates' time. But yeah, I just want to say congratulations to everyone. We worked very hard and we did it. We're here. Let's pass this national.
Thank you, David. Our second speaker is Brian Newell.
Can we just give all of our classmates a round of applause again? With over 1,000+ hours between ride time, clinical rotations, and class time, we have made it to what is only the beginning of our careers. In the last year, we've endured so much, and I can honestly say we made it. Through this journey, it hasn't been easy, but my prayer is that we continue to exemplify greatness. One of the traits of being an effective yet great paramedic is selflessness, and we have done just that. This class has taught me that no matter what life throws at you, keep pushing because there's always a great reward at the end. A parable from a great book says, commit your work to the Lord and your plans will succeed. In the next couple of months, we will be answering the call to selflessness and responding within our communities when our residents are in need. Thank you to every preceptor, teacher, nurse, fire chief who lent a hand in our journey to become a paramedic. I also wanted to give a special thanks to Mary Ann, Kimberly Stotts, and Dr. Heiligser. Eleanor Roosevelt said it best, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And I will leave you with this great saying, great men and women are only born for the time that they are needed the most. And the only reason why you're still here is because God is not finished. But if this was everything life had to offer, you would have a reason to quit. But because he is not finished, you have to press harder to see what tomorrow holds. You better preach.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you very much for that. Get my notes out. I want to personally thank each graduate for choosing our program. I know you had many choices out there, and I especially want to thank you for choosing us. I hope that as you look back on this past year, you will remember us fondly and I'm getting choked up, and realize the importance of all the hard work and study that you've endured. It has really been a difficult year. I'm confident that you will all successfully complete the national. I admire all of you, and I know that you will make us proud as you continue with your paramedic career. Thank you so much. Let's give them another final. This does. This does conclude our program. I am going to ask the graduates to stay up here. I'm going to kind of scrunch them together. So those of you want to take a group photo before they all go see their families. So I'm going to ask them to stay. If you want to come up on the side here, we'll take some photos and then I'll let them go on with you. Thank you so much.